packages in front of me. I really am not a big shopper anymore, but I needed some things, so I bought them, and I thought that I would share today. Some of this stuff I need to open right now because it has my moisturizer that I'm fully out of. So I just got out of the shower and I need to still put my face on and everything, but all that stuff is in one of these boxes, so I thought we could open it together. Okay, this angle is not the best, but we're just gonna try it. First box is from Ulta. Okay, first way you need desperately is this. It's my Cetaphil moisturizing cream, and I use this for my face and entire body. So was it 2 weeks ago I had some really weird random reaction on my face, and I hadn't been trying any new products, and it was so bad and so uncomfortable. I still don't know like what it was, but it went away. Luckily, it was like my entire face was red and itchy, and it just was terrible. But it's gone away. But I was scared it was a product that I had, so I tossed all my skin makeup, which really wasn't that much. I don't wear a lot on my face. I had like concealer, powder, and then I think like a bronzer, and then I had run out of my blush anyway, so that wasn't something I had to toss. But I bought new things, and I'm a little nervous. Hopefully these are all safe on my face, but here we go. So for concealer, I decided to do the Tarte concealer. I think I used this a few years ago, maybe a lot of years ago at this point. And I get so nervous buying makeup online because I have almost impossible time trying to find my color because I'm so pale, but I'm less pinky and more yellow generally. So I got fair neutral. I'm a little nervous, but we'll try. So exciting. And then I bought this Jane, I don't know how to say last name, Iredale blush stick. I've used products from this company before. I had their like mini little blush. I got it as a sample. I've had their mascara. I have their eyeshadow currently. I've used their lash primer, which that lash primer is amazing. It's just really expensive and I can't really justify it. But I bought this. My hands are all lotiony. I can't open it. But I bought Glow Time blush stick in Balmy. So excited to try that. Oh, and then with the Tarte concealer, I got a free brush, which is nice. My daughter loves to play with my brushes, and they have all gotten a little bit gross. And so part of me wonders if my reaction was because of the brushes being so gross, because she'll like dip them in water and then put food in the water. It's just yucky. And so I also got a bronzer, like a bronzer stick, which I've never used before. I'm a little bit nervous. It's by a brand called Well People, which I've never tried anything by them before. Really what I was going for with all this makeup was no fragrances, because I know for a fact that's not good for skin, especially my skin. So I'm gonna try this. Let's see. I'm not gonna be a beauty YouTuber, that's for sure. And then I got Ilia Soft Focus Finishing Powder, which I don't know if I've ever tried anything by them before. I don't think I have, but it's just translucent powder, and I hope it works. And then I also got a free mascara by the Jane Iredale, and I've used their mascara before. When I bought their products in the past, I've gotten a sample, and I really like it. So I'm excited, and that's my Ulta haul. And then we have some more. Okay, next store is Old Navy. And so I feel like I'm giving a disclaimer to everything. But I don't shop for clothes very often anymore. I used to shop a lot for clothes. I don't anymore because I've been really trying to be more minimal with my possessions, and I've gotten rid of so much stuff. And I've actually been wanting to do a video about it because I just have so many clips of like just the piles of things that we've gotten rid of, and it makes our life so much easier. And I think everyone should do it. But as a result, I've gotten rid of a lot of my clothes, and I don't think just because you're decluttering you should go out and buy a bunch of new clothes, but I've sort of come to the realization that a lot of my clothes don't fit me. Most of my clothes I've gotten secondhand, or I've had since college, or like they've been hand-me-downs from my mom, which I appreciate, but things don't always fit me how I would like them to. I also have a bad habit of buying like funky pieces, like graphic t-shirts with funny things on them, and then statement pieces, but then I don't have any basics to wear with them. So I went on Old Navy and they were having a really big sale, and I had some rewards from previous purchases there. So I bought a couple shirts from there, just super basic, but I'm really excited. I'm also trying to dress more in my colors. I have not gotten that professionally done. I've just kind of picked up on things that do and don't look good on me. Like, for example, I love pastel colors, but they do nothing for me. They just make my skin tone look so drab, and I feel very not confident in that. So I've noticed that like reds, like bright blues, greens, I know look good. I'm just trying to figure out what looks good on me, especially being like a stay-at-home mom. I feel like it's important to have clothes that you can just throw on, but that they still feel better than just like staying in your pajamas all day. Because that's another thing. It's like, well, if I don't have any cute clothes to wear, what's the point in even like getting out of my pajamas for the day? You know what I mean? So my hope is to start collecting clothes that fit me well, are just easy to put on. And I've gotten a lot of inspiration from Dawn, the Minimal Mom, her videos about clothing. If it's not a yes, it's a no. And I've had so many clothes that are just like, like I don't even really particularly care for this that I have on, but maybe I can replace it with the stuff I got here. So let's see what I got. So one thing that I think is cool is, I want to show my address. I kind of expected them to individually package each shirt within the package, and they didn't. It's all just like in the package, which I really like. I'm so nervous. I hope these work. Shopping online is it makes me so anxious because you don't know what things will look like on you, and everyone's body is just shaped so differently. But okay. So first I got this shirt. It's like a nice purple color, just a long sleeve, like a thermal shirt. And I thought this color would look good because I have green eyes, and I thought maybe it'd make them pop. So we'll see. Just like I said, this is all gonna be so basic. This shirt I actually tried on store a while ago, but the line was so long that I just couldn't justify going through the line to buy one t-shirt. But I really liked how it looked and the fit was good. So I bought this, and it just has like a cute little detail here, just short sleeve. And I really like the neck of it. That's another thing. I'm trying to figure out what necklines are flattering on me. For me, I think it's more flattering when I have more like neck showing. Like the super tight necklines aren't as flattering on me. I need a little bit of skin to kind of balance everything. And then I bought that same shirt, but in this color, which I thought would also look nice with my skin. Just a t-shirt. And then I bought this one, which is just a little t-shirt. The neck might not be the most flattering. Like I said, it's kind of high up, but I thought it'd be nice just to wear super casual, like wear with leggings or with jeans or even sweatpants just around the house, but it's like something fitted. I find that that is the biggest thing that makes me feel like I'm dressed for the day, because my bad habit is buying all of my t-shirts that I wear around the house in like a men's XXL, and so then I just feel thumpy all day. So I'm trying to find things that are more fitted because it makes me feel more like I'm ready for the day. So I bought that same shirt in this like, is this like a royal blue maybe? And then this one is a little bit fun, but it's still a good basic. And I have been really into 70s music and movies that either were made in the 70s or about the 70s. I've fallen down like this huge rabbit hole. And so this shirt, I thought it was giving me major 70s vibes. Just a little collar with some stripes. And I have this pair of jeans that are like super high-waisted, dark wash with like a really wide leg, and I thought this would be cute with that. So that's everything I got at Old Navy. I'm super excited to try it on. I have to wash it first, which... And then my last place that I bought this from is Eddie Bauer. So my husband and I, our anniversary is coming up, and we always do a trip together. So I'm very glad this got here in time. But I bought him some things. Your name is my husband. Please do not keep watching. So I bought him some clothes because, like me, he never buys new clothes, and he was telling me the other day, like, all my t-shirts have holes in them. I was like, okay. So I bought him some t-shirts. I know it's not really exciting, but I'm a pretty practical gift giver. So like a black t-shirt, and I got the same t-shirt in like this red color, and then this one is a t-shirt, but it's like, I really liked the pattern, I guess not pattern, but like the logo, and then it just, ooh, it looks cozy. How cool. And then this is the really cool thing. He had seen a sweatshirt from them and really liked it. This is not the same sweatshirt. I could not find it on their website, but it's the same style. So I think he was really excited about this one, and I already want to steal it. But it's so cool. There's like a big fish on it, and it's like super soft. But that's what I got him. So 3 t-shirts and a sweatshirt. And I'm excited. I need to wrap them up, and then they'll be ready to go. And what's so funny is a couple nights ago we were watching a movie, and in the movie they were like, it was like in the winter, they were all bundled up and they just had like really cute, cozy, outdoorsy outfits on. And he said, I bet all that stuff is from Eddie Bauer. And then he pulled up their website on his phone and was looking through all their things, and he was like, man, I really like the stuff on their website. And in my head I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to tell you what I got you right now so bad, but I didn't, which is good because I'm so bad at that. I want to give everybody their presents ASAP. But I didn't. I'm gonna wrap them, and then I'm gonna try out my new makeup. I'm really excited, and I'll pop back in with the finished look for the makeup. Okay, bye. So I just put the concealer on. I don't think I love the color on me. But let's see if I can make it work with the translucent powder. I'm a little confused how this is supposed to work. Like, it's not doing anything. Okay, I just put the translucent powder on. I figured it out. It was just a sticker I had to pull up. I was about ready to untangle the, dismember. Take it all apart. I don't know. I don't think I love it. I didn't put that much on. I think it does match a little better now, maybe. I don't know. It makes me feel like really dry. We'll see when I put everything else on. Okay, everything's on. I don't know. It's fine. I don't know if I've just never found makeup that I like love, or I just am not very good at applying it. I need to clean up the mascara a little bit, but there's my new makeup. As long as it doesn't majorly break me out and give me an allergic reaction, I think overall I will call it a success. I will say, so I use the Jane Iredale mascara, and I would say that's the best part of the look. It's a little clumpy on this side, but overall I like that part a lot. My hair is still drying, so it looks a little crazy. Maybe I'll go hog wild and blow dry it. But okay, there's that. Okay, I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it and just say bye to everybody now. I don't really make videos often. I prefer braiding on my blog, so if you haven't checked it out, that would be great. I'm not very active on there, but I'm more active there than I am here. I prefer writing over videoing, but it's fun sometimes. I've been writing a lot of book reviews lately. I've been reading a lot of Stephen King. I'm reading If It Bleeds right now. I've made it through the first few. I'm reading the one with Holly in it. I read Life of Chuck, and I've seen a lot of people say that the movie's really good, so I'm kind of curious to try that out. My husband and I just watched It 1 and 2, which were good. And I've just been really enjoying Stephen King's books, and honestly, I would love to come on here and talk about books more. I have hit a slump a little bit. I use Libby most of the time instead of actually going to the library, just because it's easier sometimes, but for some reason my Libby isn't hooked up to my library card anymore, so I need to figure that out. But I did actually physically get from the library the If It Bleeds, so I've been reading that. And prior to that, I tried to read Wuthering Heights, and granted, it's hard when you have Stephen King books and then Wuthering Heights. It's hard to be like not choose a Stephen King over it, so maybe I'll give it a try again. I got, I think, 60 pages in, and I just couldn't quite do it. But before this, I read Stephen King Revival, which I really enjoyed it. A lot of people thought it was his scariest book, and I haven't read very many of his books, honestly, but I didn't find it that scary. I think it probably touches on a fear that a lot of people have that I don't necessarily have. So I think that might be why it didn't hit me quite as hard as it seems to hit most people. And then, but I did really like it. Like, I really like the build up to the scary thing in Stephen King books. Like when people are just hanging out and it's usually like pre cell phones. I really like that. That's, I think, my favorite part of his books. Like, the book that got me back into the swing of things was Joyland by him, and it's not very as dark as his other books, but I really enjoyed it, and I like his writing style quite a bit. And for some reason my library doesn't carry his like old classic books. Like my library has things that were published like after 2010, and they have a decent collection, but it's all of his newer stuff. So I think I might just go on Thrift Books and place an order. I've also been wanting to read Flowers in the Attic. I have watched so many videos about it on YouTube, and I've never tried it. So I think I want to try Flowers in the Attic. I really want to read Carrie by Stephen King and The Shining. I think after I finish If It Bleeds, I think I might do a big order. And I really like the old paperback style. I don't really like hardcover as much as paperbacks. I just like the feeling of it and the smell of it. And I got rid of a lot of books during my decluttering phase, and I really try not to buy books before I've read them before. I try to get through the library, but I feel like these I'm gonna like and want to reread, so I'm just gonna go ahead and buy them. But if you haven't checked out Thrift Books, I would really recommend it. I've bought a couple books on there, and it's way cheaper, and why not buy books that are already in existence and better for the earth than your pocketbook. But if people have any book recommendations, I would love to hear it. I will say I haven't really loved many of the books that have been recommended, like the Book Talk books. I I think I'm in the minority in a lot of that. A lot of people like those books, and I just trying to think of examples, because I decluttered most of the new books that I bought in the past few years. I went through a big phase of buying a bunch of books, and then I just was not liking them very much, not going back to them. Like The Paper Palace, I didn't care for that. It was marketed as a beach read, or at least that was my impression going into it, and then I get to it and it's just trauma after trauma, and I don't I know I am saying I want to read Flowers in the Attic, but I don't know, I didn't like it very much. The Last Thing He Told Me I didn't care for. I just feel like these books get talked up so much, and then I read them and they're just like, I feel like I should talk about books that I actually do like. Maybe I can make a video. That would be fun. I'm trying to think of what my favorite books would be. Into the Wild is my favorite nonfiction book. And then for fiction, I really like Mrs. Everybody. I think I've read it 3 times now. I really like books that take place over decades so that you are able to grow with the characters. Another book that I really like that does that I've read 2 or 3 times is Ask Again, Yes. I guess I just like books about people living their life. Like, I love Leanne Moriarty's books. She's probably my favorite author. I like books that are just people living their life, but there's like small little things that happen. I don't really like the fantasy books. Like, I tried to read A Court of Thorns and Roses, and I got, 50 pages in. It's just not for me. I also don't really like I think people say like the spicy genre. I don't really care for that either. And I don't really like the fantasy books, which is weird because I like Lord of the Ring, or I grew up liking Harry Potter. I don't know. Not for me. When I was still using Libby frequently, I was reading a lot. But I wasn't really loving everything, and then finally I started reading Stephen King, and that kind of got me out of my slump because I was reading book after book, and I just was not caring for them very much. Yeah, I have been chatting way longer than I thought. I thought this would just be like, okay, bye guys. But yeah, when you're a single mom, you kind of, if you find an opportunity to chat, you just sometimes can't stop. So that's what this is, and that's really what my motivation is with posting YouTube videos. I think it'd be fun to have like a community of other people. It doesn't have to be stay-at-home moms or even moms. I live in a super small town, and it's difficult to make connections with people when you don't work, you're not in school. I really put this stay-at-home mom, or the stay-at-home and the stay-at-home mom. So I thought I would like old school internet, where you're just like using it organically and not trying to sell people things, which people can do, it's fine. There are YouTubers that I watch that sell things. They have sponsorships, they have affiliate links. I understand that it's it's a blessing for their families, but I definitely you can tell, I feel, when people are just shilling things versus when they're actually like seeking connection with people and wanting to make friends, you know? I don't know. I hope you enjoy this little video. The string on this shirt I took off. Now I can't find it, so I don't really love how that looks. But I still really like this shirt. This was an Old Navy find from, I think, 3 years ago. I bought it when I was pregnant. But yeah, that is my video. I hope you have a great day. In Michigan here, the leaves are changing colors and it's getting really cold in the morning and then warm in the afternoon. And I love fall. I love the cold, so I am loving it. In this video, I have clips of my daughter and I. We went to the park, which is fun, and I'm loving it. Summer is great, but I love fall and I love winter. I love the cold. But I think that's all I have today. I hope everyone has a great day, and I would love if you would give me book recommendations. I'm always looking for new things to read because I'm not on TikTok. I don't really do Instagram. I don't have Facebook. So unless I find things organically, I don't really know what's even out there. But thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day.